On 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Miami Heat. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Tuesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Hero out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. And for Washington, they've got Bradley Beal. Brown out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Bryant in at the 5. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Shoots it up. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock. Washington shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Shooting 2.
Knock this in.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy?
Yo, I'm
Who
on
got
this.
shooter, huh?
That one falls for Bertans.
And at last year's trade deadline, it surprised some people that Bertans was one of the hottest names out there.
Right. Bertans goes from a guy who was getting limited minutes in San Antonio to playing around 30 per game for Washington. There were reports that suggested the Wizards were asking for at least one first-round pick and maybe a sweetener. Boy, does that show you the value of a sweet shooting big man. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Butler dishes to Dragic. Over Bertans. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Butler. Here's Hero. Great D that time from Beal.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Kept alive. Tries again. Bryant. Great positioning on the putback.
Absolutely love the energy that Thomas Bryant brings nightly. He earns his rebounds.
Outside Butler. Rebounded by the Wizards. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Rejected by Dragic. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
From the stripe, now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Don't sleep now. Jimmy Butler will exploit that mid-range game.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. He is obviously concerned about shutting off Westbrook's driving lanes. Coach said when they surround Russ with enough shooters, the defense extends, and he takes advantage. Our rotations will have to be smart and fast. If not, Kevin, Russell will have a pick-your-poison scenario at hand. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Westbrook. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
And so Butler nails both of them.
You know, I think, guys, in addition to becoming an elite two-way player, what I love about Jimmy Butler is the passion he plays with.
Now here's Westbrook. For 3. Robinson pulls it in. Miami trailing. Floats it up for Adebayo. That ties it up.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide-open teammate.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Right side, Beal. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Hero passes to Dragic. Here's Hero. He's covered by Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Two.
That's good from Hero. Ish Smith, he's checked in for the Wizards. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes it to Bertans. Outside Bryant. Now here's Beal. He's tightly guarded. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And slam dunk by Butler.
One thing we know about Jimmy Butler, he's going to stay in a play. Nice job on the offensive glass.
Smith surveying the D, kicks it to Beal. Shoots from the elbow. The second chance effort. And Adebayo sends it back. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Hey, Bill.
Bertans, the pass to Brown.
Don't forget the clock.
Outside, Beal. 3 on the clock. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Now here's Dragic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Robinson, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Bryant. Here's Beal. That one off the back iron and out.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Wizards trail by 7. Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. Avdia comes in for Brown.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Dragic. Last year, getting it done. He was around 16 points per last year, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Robinson passes to Dragic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Avdia. Here's Miami now. They're on a 17-4 run right now. It's stolen by Hachimura. He dishes it to Smith. Dragic against Beal. It's stolen by Dragic. 5-on-3 break. Here's Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's now 10 points for Butler.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Leonard, he's checked in for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Tyler Hero. Now, here's Avdia, defended by Butler. And Adebayo sends it back.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Beal from long range. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Avdia. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Now here's Dragic.
Switch.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Beal with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Over Butler with the second effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. Last season, he played outstanding. 8th in rebounding, 12th in shooting percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. And the first one at the line is good.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg. He helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese, and that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. It's a 13-point game. And Butler sends it back.
Terrific anticipation. Butler reads that play, sends it back.
You'd better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Number 1, Goran Dragic. 4th, Bam Adebayo. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg.
Take a break.
He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Both free throws good from Smith. Miami leading by 11. Nunn bounce pass. Here's Butler. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Tips it.
Effective at scoring the basketball. Hachimura understands his role offensively and plays it well.
Miami's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
Come get it.
Butler up top. The pass to Nunn. Shot from free throw range. That one a little long. Wizards trail by 11. Avdia, the pass to Hachimura. And the lead is down inside single digits. Hachimura's got 8 points. The Heat shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Iguodala kicks to Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And Washington making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. Bradley comes in for Jimmy Butler. Smith finds Hachimura.
You got it. Who's got the ball? Screen.
Pass to Beal.
Step out.
Now, here's Wagner. Here's Lopez, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside Bradley.
Hey, swing it.
Back to Nunn. There's the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Hachimura, the pass to Wagner. Second shot opportunity. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Shots good by Iguodala.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And here's Smith after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Passes to Beal. Over Bradley. The shot by Beal, no good.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. And the basket by Olynyk. And it's a 12-point Heat lead.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Bradley kicks to none. Dishes it to Haslam. Shoots over Wagner. Haslam can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Beal. Here's Wagner. Rebound by the Heat. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
Troy Brown's checked in for Beal.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Who got shooter, huh?
And so he makes both from the line.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Nunn looking around.
Hey, heads up! I'm good, you stay.
And again, it's the Heat missing. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of playing at home.
Being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting, and then arena packed full of your own fans rooting and cheering you on. That's constant motivation and just energy, that puts us into this mindset that we have to win at home.
Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Miami, we've got Olynyk, Kendrick Nunn out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Haslam, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. Now here's Lopez after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Yep, that one goes in there. Lopez has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Wizards.
Well, you can see the eagerness to contribute from Rui Hachimura. Finds the open man, willing to facilitate.
Haslam can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Hachimura. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Haslam hits both of them. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Brown outside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bradley. Robinson against Hachimura. Pass to Nunn. Launches it. Rebound by the Wizards. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by Hachimura.
It's not just about the passer. As the recipient of that alley-oop, you've got to have timing and anticipation. Yes, sir, Rui Hachimura.
Now, here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Haslam. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Bryant is checked in for the Wizards. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and Hero subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Both shots good from the stripe.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Westbrook. Can't hit that one. Bradley with some nice D.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And the Wizards with possession. The Heat getting the bucket. The pass to Bertans. Back to Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Bradley with some nice D. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
Now Bradley, after Westbrook's missed 3, and it's sent back by Bryant.
Boy, you'd love to see more of this from Thomas Bryant. He has the length necessary to send shots back.
Abdias checked in for Hachimura. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Hero. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Oh, man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Miami. And Adebayo drops them both. Wizards trail by 9. Here's Westbrook, pass to Bertans. Left side Westbrook, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Goran Dragic.
Is Russell Westbrook the toughest guy to contain in the league? He's explosive, he's unpredictable, and he is a nightmare for defenders.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Russell Westbrook wins the 2017 MVP award. Does he relax and rest on his laurels? Heck no. This guy is just striving for greatness. I love it.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. They've led by as many as 14 points. Right side Leonard to the inside. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Bertans passes to Westbrook. Hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got 7 points.
I love how Westbrook rises and fires immediately. Ball touches his hands, and it's gone before you can blink.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Two.
That one is off. And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. And he's good on the second. Wizards trail by 5. Westbrook passes to Bryant. Brown outside. To the middle, Leonard with the steal. Outside Dragic. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Washington. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Here's Westbrook. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Westbrook's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Passes it to Adebayo. Right side, Butler. And they double up Butler. Back to Adebayo. Here's the three. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He kicks it to Westbrook. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Russell Westbrook. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. So for the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Davis Bertans, and Beal subbed in for Troy Brown. So he gets them both. Here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. Launches it. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Inside, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Westbrook passes to Bryant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, Thomas Bryant has the kind of length to get well above the rim. Nicely done. Great target on an alley-oop.
Butler finds Dragic. Down low, here's Adebayo. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Bryant dishes to Beal. No good on that one. And Miami the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Offensive rebound, Hero, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And how good has he been at the line?
Two.
That's good from Hero.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
The Wizards making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing here by 8. And Beal puts up a deep 3. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Beal. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Beal taking his time here. It's rebounded by Leonard. Miami leading by 10. Here's Hero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8.
2, 2.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Wizards trail by 12. Westbrook passes to Wagner. Smith with it. It's stolen by Adebayo for the finish. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
This is the benefit of having an athletic big man. Adebayo doesn't need help in the open court. He can handle the break on his own.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Butler. He's coming off an excellent season. He's averaged 20 points a game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Avdia gets the bucket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Adebayo. And stolen by Wagner. 3-on-3.
Come get it!
For 3, Smith. Goran Dragic grabs the board. Dragic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And we don't normally see Dragic inside, but credit to the Slovenian for not shying away from the trees.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And Washington making a change here. Lopez is checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Myers Leonard. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's the Wizards now. It's a 14-point game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Westbrook drives in and finished off by Westbrook.
I like when a coach says, stay in front of Westbrook. Good luck with that. He blasts to the cup.
And here's Dragic. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Wizards 5th.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And, boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
First free throw is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. And he can't hit the second. The Heat leading by 11. Adebayo kicks to Nunn. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Here's Adebayo. And there it is for him. Adebayo's got 12 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Here's Westbrook. That shot off. Good defense by Iguodala. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 16-7 run. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Iguodala outside. Just 5 to shoot. Good.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Westbrook against Iguodala. Pass to Avdia. Smith on the wing, trying to get open is Lopez. Smith, no good.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Now, here's Adebayo after the miss from Andre Iguodala.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Butler on the wing. He's coming off a 40-point game against Dallas.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Butler's got 19 points.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. That's a 2 from Butler, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Miami, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
The secret to their success has been Butler giving his all on every play, making the most of every and each possession. And so far, his shot making has been on another level.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, the shooting was terrible. They didn't seem to have a plan at the offensive end. Let's see, the defense had them bottled up. Listen, man, I'm not a coach, but they need to change their strategy right away, right now, pronto.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Travis Berton's out there with Bryant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Wizards trailed by 17. Here's Westbrook. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Russell Westbrook. This guy plays with power, and he will go right through a defender.
None passes to Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, 11th in steals. And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And the first one at the line is good. Goran Dragic is checked in for Kendrick Nunn. And so Butler nails both of them. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 17. Kicks to Beal. From the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hero's got 14 points for the game.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Wizards trail by 18. Unloads from 13. Here's Pertinis. No good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Another shot, and it's Butler laying it in. Butler's got 23.
Jimmy Butler is a problem for this defense. Right now, they've got nothing for him. Go ahead, GB. Do some work.
Pass to Beal. The tray connects from three-point range.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Miami leading by 17. Outside Butler. Here's Dragic. Westbrook with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Russell Westbrook twice on the pipe sends that shot back. My goodness.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Dragic. Offensive rebound. Outside Robinson. Here's Hero. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Butler finds Dragic.
Switch. Kick it out.
And it's sent back by Bryant. Wizards trail by 17. Pass to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Back to Bryant. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here comes the break. Here's Hero. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Heroes got 19 points.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
The motor of Russell Westbrook is absolutely amazing. This guy stays with his shot even through the tough contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards. And then for Miami, Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Haslam comes in for Butler. And it's Avery Bradley in for Goran Dragic. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The pass to Leonard. Poked away. It's stolen by Bertans. Here's Hachimura. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, Rui Hachimura has got great concentration, so he's not going to let a little bit of contact disrupt his rhythm.
Wizards trail by 15. Westbrook with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Beal. Here's Westbrook. Tries again. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Hero passes to Leonard. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Beal. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Hero. He's got 19. Here's Haslam. And just miss after miss right now.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Well, the speed and athleticism of Bradley Beal on display, streaking out for the early offense.
Bradley finds Leonard. Here's Hero. He's covered by Beal.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
To the paint. And finished off by Bertans.
Let's remember, Westbrook is capable of triple-doubles because of this kind of passing. My goodness, that's pretty.
Pass to Bradley. Great D that time from Westbrook. Wizards trail by 10. Here's Hachimura. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's early in Rui Hachimura's career, but this young man has proven capable on the interior. He will never shy away from contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
We got shooter, huh? Better box your man up. I got it. Hey, just box out. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
Well, this guy born and raised in Japan, and it's so nice to see Rui Hachimura join the growing list of international players. The NBA is truly a global game.
Smith checked in for Russell Westbrook. The Heat also with a sub. Iguodala's checked in.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Passes it to Leonard. There's the dish to Robinson. Rebound by the Wizards. Hachimura's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith kicks to Beal. Over Iguodala. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Heat leading by 8. Outside Bradley. Heat moving the ball around. Leonard dishes to Bradley. Over Bertans. Bradley can't get it to go. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
And what Brian has been showing more and more of is the ability to read the floor and make good decisions.
Right, Greg. This is a very smart guy who dominated in high school and college just because of his size. He overwhelmed opponents. Now we're seeing him pass out of double teams. Shot selection is better. Timing and pick and roll is now superb. This guy has really grown.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Avdia's checked in for Washington. And Miami with a change here, too. Olynyk's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Wizards trail by 8. Outside, Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall. Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Bradley with the ball. Now Avdia defending. Well, the Wizards shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Big night for Rui Hachimura. You can tell when his number is called, he is prepared to embrace the scoring role.
Iguodala the pass to Bradley. Rebound, Washington. Beal's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Here's Olynyk, and it's sent back by Bryant. Now, here's Avdia. He's covered closely. He kicks to Smith. Fires from 18. Here's Bryant. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Bryant's got 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bradley passes to Iguodala. It's taken away by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala, so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
Beal finds Bryant. Shot clock at 6. He's off on that one. And it's Miami the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Deep 2 from Robinson. And that one's on target from the wing. 7 points in the game.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Shooting 2.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Two. I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man.
The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Avdia. The Heat also changing it up. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Haslam. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Avery Bradley.
Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him.
Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy.
Bryant hits them both.
Well, just because you're a second-round pick does not mean that you cannot carve out a legitimate NBA career. Give credit to Thomas Bryant. Incredible attitude, great work habits, and this guy continues to grind.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
The Heat leading by 4. Now, Nunn. Pass to Olynyk. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And again, Washington, no good. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Heat. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment to check out the numbers for Nunn. How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
The free throw drops for Butler. So for the Wizards, Mo Wagner comes in for Thomas Bryant, and it's Brown in for Bradley Beal. The Heat also with a sub. Adebayo is checked in for Duncan Robinson. Good on both. Wizards trail by 6. Smith with it. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And it's Butler missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And it's Wagner missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, late rotation defensively. Butler going to turn the lights out with a pretty jam.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
And slam dunk by Butler.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
Dragic against Smith. Lopez outside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Stolen by Nunn. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Smith the pass to Wagner. Now the pass to Brown. Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. 6 on the shot clock to end the run. Smith, no luck.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Dragic is out there with Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, down low. And no good on the shot, trying to follow through after the contact, but he'll shoot 2 at the line instead.
We know that Russell Westbrook isn't afraid to mix it up inside. He knows how to get defenders to hit him on these opportunities.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. The Heat leading by 12. Now here's Dragic. Adebayo passes to Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, at 7 feet, Kelly Olynyk doesn't have to go far for the flush.
Westbrook against Dragic, and they call an illegal screen here.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Hey, yo, right here. Go over it.
He dishes it to Olynyk.
Pick him in.
Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Bounce pass from Beal. Dragic against Westbrook. The kick out to Brown. Now here is Hachimura. Not a lot of room. Brown, good. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Wizards making a switch here. Berton has checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat.
One shot.
Yeah, way to go, baby.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
Go, go, low, go, low.
Wagner passes to Westbrook. Fires, high post, the offensive rebound. Miami leading by 16. Here's Butler, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's an example to me of the attack mindset of Jimmy Butler. Puts it on the deck, draws contact. Simple.
Elbow. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Bryant is checked in for Washington. He hits the second from the line. Wizards trail by 17. Westbrook passes to Bryant. Back to Westbrook. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Adebayo passes to Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Westbrook kicks to Beal. It's hauled in by the Heat. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Butler from outside. Here's Adebayo. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And he makes the first. And Adebayo drops them both. Here's Adebayo. Butler on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And they double up Butler. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And it's the Heat with the ball.
Who got Beal?
Beal with it. Leonard picks him up. From deep three-point range, here's Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
You know what I like? Thomas Bryant doesn't lack for confidence. He forces the defense to get aggressive with him right there.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And here's Dragic. Right side, Leonard. Butler on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Beal from long range, and it's Miami with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. That's a 2 from Butler. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Butler's got 35.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Washington calls timeout. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Here's Westbrook. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Robinson's checked in for Miami.
Yo, watch straight.
Here's Dragic.
Watch the pit.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ballgame.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This guy is not afraid to get physical. Thomas Bryant doing everything he can to fight to get the shot off.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Miami leading by 20.
Get Dragon.
Now Dragic, 14 feet away, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, great rhythm on the jumper. Every year, Butler gains more and more confidence in that catch-and-shoot game.
Westbrook finds Beal.
Right here.
Looking to end his cold spell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
And he knocks down the first one. And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
We have seen Bradley Beal take on more of a leadership role lately. This guy wants to prove he can put a team on those big-time shoulders of his.
There's the double team with Westbrook. Outside Butler. Dragic with a wide open look. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Beal with it. Now here's Westbrook. And Adebayo sends it back. Count the basket. And here's Dragic. Outside Butler. Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Brown.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's Adebayo. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
And Bryant kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Beal. 5 to shoot. Good on the bucket.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Hero passes to Butler. Here's Hero. Goes back up. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 39.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Westbrook against Dragic. Westbrook, no good. Miami leading by 18. Here's Hero. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Butler against Beal. Goes up on the high post. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside Robinson. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Here's Westbrook, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And so Bryant will bring it up for Washington. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown. Bryant's got 6 in the quarter.
We know that perimeter shooting is a coveted skill for the modern NBA big man. Thomas Bryant developed a great range for his shot.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's Dragic. Again, the miss by the Heat. Wizards trail by 20. Bertans with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. And he gets the bucket.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Westbrook kicks to Bryant. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Washington has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Bertans' shot is good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Passes it to Hero. Back to Robinson. Here's Adebayo. And he goes right over Thomas Bryant and slams it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Westbrook. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
The defender in his grill, and Russell says, "Let me shake you off, sir. I've got to score this."
Hachimura is checked in for Bertans.
One shot.
Free throw good, Westbrook. Here's Dragic. Pass to Hero. And here is Robinson. There's the double team with Westbrook. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Butler. He can't get that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Brown, right side.
A smooth athlete with that near 7-foot wingspan. Brown has the positional versatility that every team craves.
And Greg, it's not just the physical attributes. Brown is smart. He's highly skilled. He played point guard in high school, so you know you can run the offense through him. He's got great handle, great instinct, so much to like.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Brown. The Wizards making a switch here. Bertans is checked in. And Brown drops them both. Here's Dragic. Floats it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue
to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
To the inside, it's stolen by Adebayo. Robinson dishes to Dragic, and Brown over to help. Robinson finds Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Washington with the rebound.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Heat.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Westbrook, no good. And Miami has possession. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. To the middle, here's Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Paseknik's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Brown. Robinson's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Raul Neto's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Silva's checked in, and Harkless is subbed in for Robinson. And he sinks the second. So it's Washington now. There's the pass to Paseknik. Now here is Hachimura. Pass to Bertans. Clock at 6. Here's Robinson. From deep. That shot, no good. Now Dragic. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.